There's always movement. A frustrating term, right? Because in your reality, you might not have experienced any movement. You might not be able to consciously understand how there's always movement, and it just makes you want to put your head through a wall. Well, in this video, I'm going to explain to you exactly why there is always movement and how you can take comfort in knowing that to be the case. So stick around to find out. Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back. My name is Matthew, and today I am here to talk to you about why there is always movement. But before we get into that, apologies for no live stream on the Saturday. I was at a concert on the Saturday and in my own band practice on the Sunday and didn't get back until super late. I'm actually sporting the merch of one of the bands I watched named Borders. Go check them out. I thought they were amazing. Well, there will be a live stream this Saturday though, however, and the members only group call. If you're interested in being part of that, join the membership. With that said, let's get into this video. A statement I quite commonly make on this channel is where focus goes, energy flows. So if you're applying focus toward a result, whether it's good or bad, you are applying energy toward that, thus applying creation in that desired end or undesired end if your thoughts aren't in the right place. The more focus you are putting on a topic, the more energy you are putting toward it, thus the more creation is being made. Everything that you are experiencing right now is old thoughts and assumptions that you have applied focus toward that are playing out now. So if you put focus on your desired end now, in the future, your current thoughts, your current focus and your current energy will become the old thoughts that have created it for your future. And the focus and energy that you are applying right now will lead a bridge of incidents that will get you toward your desire. Although you may not necessarily be seeing movement physically, there is always movement because creation is always being made. Creation is always happening. Where you're applying your focus is what is being created. So even though right now your manager might not be willing to give you that raise, you are applying focus, which means at some point that will all shift. Movement is being made, your subconscious mind is being rewired, your story is being changed, and thus movement is always happening. Because the more focus that you're applying, the more energy, thus the more of creation there is. And what might be happening is even though your manager right now might not be saying, yes, you can have a pay rise, something else might be happening in regard to, let's say maybe the company has just made a huge sale, which has allowed for more funding to come in, which is then going to allow for your manager to say, actually, yes, we do have the money to give you the pay rise. So even though right now, all you're experiencing is your manager saying, I don't have the money to pay you, right that very moment that they're saying that, the customer that is going to allow you to be paid because they are paying in so much to the company is making that sale. So taking this into consideration, we cannot sit there and say that movement isn't happening just because the one person, like might be our specific person, our manager, the bank owner, just because that one person that we expect to move isn't moving yet. That is a very conscious, limited monkey mind way of seeing things. The universe can move anything it likes to any amount to get you your desire. Just because the person we expect to move isn't moving yet does not mean that movement isn't happening. That is a limitation in itself. And when you think about it, by focusing on there is no movement, that is where your focus is going, thus that's where your energy is going, thus where that creation is going. So anytime you aren't seeing movement and you are accepting that there is no movement, you are creating no movement, which means that you are in fact having movement. It might not be in your desire, but that's because your focus isn't on your desire. Your focus is on the lack of your desire and the amount of movement that isn't happening. And who's to say that bad things happening aren't part of your bridge of incidents to get you there? For example, let's say that your SP was going on holiday with the third party. Most people would see that and freak out and think, oh my God, this is amazing for them. They're going to love each other. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. And I'm left behind. But who's to say that on holiday, your SP isn't going to have a massive argument with the third party and then go, oh my God, my ex, meaning you, was actually the one, because on this holiday I would have had so much more fun. It would have been so much more natural. It would have been more relaxed. And yet I'm stuck here with third party, and all they're doing is bringing me down, making me bored, this, that, and the other. And then they come back off that holiday and your SP runs into your arms going, I made a massive mistake. Who are we to say that that isn't potentially what's playing out? So using that example, doesn't that mean that the holiday, despite it going against what you want, is still movement? If that's your bridge of incidents, if they didn't go on that holiday, there's the potential they wouldn't have had those arguments. However, the universe is going, all right, I'm going to make them go on holiday, have a massive argument, come back, and then they're going to run into the arms of the person who has told me this is their experience. So using these examples, we will kind of sit there and easily say that there is always movement to some extent, and that we can always take comfort in knowing that it is happening. Just quickly recapping those, where focus goes, energy flows. So if we are focusing on a desired end, whether it's good or bad, we are creating that desired end, thus putting things in place to get us there. The second thing, just because your person that you're expecting to move isn't moving yet, that does not mean that other factors in your chessboard aren't being placed. Just because the king isn't yet in checkmate doesn't mean the horse on like a couple of stops away from it isn't about to make its move. Hopefully that made sense. That's kind of a cool little analogy. I might try and make that better. And finally, even bad things that we perceive to be bad could end up going in our way, which is movement. The subconscious mind does not understand good, bad, ugly, past, present, future. All it knows is, this is my experience, I need to make this play out. It doesn't understand that you seeing your specific person on holiday with their third party, or with the third party or their new SP as a bad thing. It doesn't see that, it doesn't feel that, it doesn't understand that. All it knows is that this is a pathway to get this person back to the experience that I say I am experiencing. And it makes it happen. It doesn't care who has to move. It doesn't care how they have to move. All it cares about is, this is what I've been given, I'm pushing this out, and this is the way that I'm going to do it. I trust this video has helped. I trust that it's given you a little bit of clarity and hopefully a few ideas going forward on how to potentially stay calm even in bad situations, because you know movement is always happening. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to. Really helps the channel out, and I'll catch you in the next one. Oh, bye-bye.